Coming up, my top 3 from this video. Let's see where I rank them. Welcome to KDX Bricks Analytics, where I watch all the Lego investing and reselling videos so that you don't have to. So let's jump right into it. Not many Lego investing and reselling videos were put on YouTube between December 16th and 31st, 2022. Come on, I know it's the holidays, I know it's Christmas and everything, but I feel like we should have been posting as many investing and reselling videos as possible. No, I'm kidding. I'm glad to have 1 2-week period with not too many sets and mentions, etc., etc. So we'll be able to burn through this information relatively quickly because there are only 29 unique Lego set mentions during this 2-week period. Still 13 videos and 7 channels, starting off with the top set, 75314, the Bad Batch Attack Shuttle. Got 2 mentions and it has an enthusiasm score of 3. Next up is 10312, the new full-scale modular building, the Jazz Club, and I'm a huge fan of this one. I know this one, when it first came out, some people weren't too excited about it. I think mostly just because it was shocking because of the color scheme. You've got the deep red, you got the blue, I think it's the azure color, and you've got the cool yellow in there, I think it is, but that light yellow color. Of course, the pizza place awning with the red and the green and the white. A lot of colors in the stained glass windows in the Jazz Club part of the building. So I think that just threw people for a loop at the beginning. But the more and more that we all get used to it, in terms of the color scheme, I think the more it will be liked a lot. This one looks really, really good to me. And all the interior details also look good. So 1 mention, an E-score of 3. 21319, Central Perk. This one still has all the investors confused. So another positive mention with an E-score of 3. Ahsoka Tano, the 150th commemorative brickhead. Assuming that Lego doesn't have this set around forever, this one will do very, very well in retirement. This set will do very well in retirement. 40552, Buzz Lightyear. With Tim Allen coming back for Toy Story 5, this set will shoot up in secondary market value very, very quickly. I hope you got your hands on some of these. 40558, the Clone Trooper Command Station. Since there are very few copies of this set out in the wild, then it's going to do extremely well in my opinion. 75283, this one continues to get a lot of praise and excitement from investors and resellers. The minifigures are outstanding. The ship is not great, possibly even a throwaway. 75316, Mandalorian Starfighter. This continues to be top of the heap in my eyes. 75337, I hope I'll be saying the same thing about this set in about a year because it just came out, but the AT-TE Walker with Commander Cody minifigure and all the other great minifigures, and these 6-legged walkers are really cool. I don't like the, was that the Spider Drone or Spider Droid, something like that. I think Spider Droid. Side build, I forget the other one that it should be. Drawing a blank, but I think we all would have preferred that. That doesn't really matter. That's just a few extra pieces to fill up the parts budget. This one is about the main vehicle and, of course, the outstanding minifigures. 80036, the Monkey Kid, the City of Lantern set. This set is amazing. This set is so good. I love it, love it, love it. And I forget if this is the first or second time I've mentioned this set on my channel, but it came out in 2022. It has 2,187 pieces for only $160 US, and then even cheaper in the rest of the world. This set is really good, and I'll check that out. It has a rating of 4.5 on Brickset, which is very, very high for Brickset. I am a huge fan of this set. I would love to put together a ninja-themed city town area and mix in the Ninjago sets and the Ninjago City sets along with the Monkey Kid sets. There's all kinds of good stuff with this set right here. Love it, love it, love it. Back to Star Wars, 501st Legion Clone Troopers, 75280. It got 2 mentions with an enthusiasm score of 2. A thumbs up mention for the Queer Eye, the Fab 5 Loft, 10291. This might have been when it was on sale, 40% off at lego.com, but still, there's a lot to like about this set. All those stylized bricks that look like actual brick pieces are fantastic. And then, of course, the tiled floor and some other prints and some of the stickers and all the different torsos in this set. There's a lot to like about this set, but I don't think it's going to do well in retirement just because the TV show doesn't have the buzz that Friends and Seinfeld and Office have. Speaking of which, Seinfeld 21328 got 1 mention with an enthusiasm score of 2. Onto a very small set, 40526, electric scooters and charging dock. It's too small of a set to really invest in because you'd have to sell 1 million units, but it is a really good set. So if you're doing like Lego shows or something like that and you want to have some small sets on your table there for selling to draw people in, then this would be a great set. Couple of scooters, 3 minifigures, and I think the price point was $10, $13 US. Pretty good set, especially if you can get it on sale. 40547, Obi-Wan Kenobi and Darth Vader, 2-pack brickheads. Darth Vader actually actually looks pretty good to me in this one. So does Obi-Wan. And I'm just curious because there isn't much buzz around it. So I'm just curious if this is going to go the same way that Mandalorian and the Child Brickhead set is going. But it did get a mention with an E-score of 2. One more mention for this set, the Armorer's Mandalorian Forge 75319. This set is an absolute winner. The new 501st Star Wars Battle Pack just came out, and this one will be very, very popular. Curious if people are going to be worried about it getting overhoarded. I personally am not, but another great $20 set. Yep. And it does have a 4.1 on brick set, but $20 for these 4 minifigures is outstanding. 76202 Wolverine mech armor. The mech is very good, but it's all about the minifigure here. And I've said this many times, but I would love for Lego to do more X-Men minifigure compatible sets. And of course, with all the different X-Men minifigures or characters in minifigure form. A shout out for this set, 76393 Harry Potter and Hermione Granger, the large scale brick built minifigures. And this one is getting a lot of thumbs down mentions. Now the last bunch of sets here that we're going to talk about all got 1 mention and an enthusiasm score of just 1. Maybe 1 or 2 of these could actually be a really good investment, but I think for the most part not. This one I don't think is worth looking at for investment, the art project. And then this one also, the floral art. I think these were called brick sketches. Let me see here. Where is that? Yeah, brick sketches. I don't know about these. I know that the superheroes ones had a pretty good discount. At one point they were not selling at all. The Mickey and Minnie ones did sell, I think, decently. They look okay, you know, and they look a lot better than the large scale Minnie and Mickey figures where their faces are really kind of off looking. This one looks pretty good, and you know, for a pretty cheap price point, maybe it'll do okay in retirement. And same thing with Minnie. Next up, 40466, the Chinese New Year Panda, a very good brickhead set, but it's on license, so we'll see how that does. The Mighty Bowser 71411. This set is massive. It's also got a massive price tag of $270, but people love Nintendo and Mario, and there just aren't a lot of good Lego set options for investing and reselling and collecting, because most of them are those interactive play sets, which are great, but you know, nobody's going to collect and resell those. But this one is really, really good, especially if you can get it on a little discount. I think it'll do very well down the road. This one is very, very new, just came out. It's the TIE Bomber set 75347. I like it a lot. It's got a good Darth Vader and a good TIE Bomber pilot, I think that is. Yep, TIE Bomber pilot, and one of our favorites, another Gonk droid. So that's cool, but it's very, very new, so it's hard to tell how it's going to do, but I think it deserves some early shout outs, at least with maybe some lower enthusiasm scores, but some early shout outs for a set that we should be keeping our eyes on. And then the last set to look at is the Hungarian Horntail 76406. It's my favorite of the 3 that are like this so far, primarily because you can put Harry Potter on the broom out in front of it, so it really looks like the scene from the movie. And plus that dragon or bird, or what do we want to call it, I mean, I know it's a dragon, really looks like it's working hard and been in some action. The feathers are a little torn, and there's just a lot of dynamic energy in how that dragon is posed there. I like this one a lot, and I think it could. We'll have to see how the other 2 do, and hopefully Lego finds a couple more dragons or bird type creatures in Harry Potter they can add to this line and get up to, you know, 5 or 6 in this line. I think then they would do quite well, and the collectability would be pretty high. So that's everything from the table. Now time to wrap up with my top 3 sets from this video. And number 1 is the Monkey Kid City of Lanterns set 80036. Like I said earlier, it has a 4.5 rating here on Brickset, and it's only $160 for over 2,100 pieces, including some roller coaster track and roller coaster cars. It's got to be a winner, right? So that's in 3rd place. In 2nd place is one of my go-tos, the Bad Batch Attack Shuttle. And in 1st place is my other favorite set. This one is top 3 for 2022. 75316, the Mandalorian Starfighter. It's fantastic all around, especially because it is $60. What a great price point for what you're getting in the set. That's a wrap on this video. I will see you in the next one. Oh, and don't forget, my videos are for entertainment purposes only. I do not provide financial advice. You got to get that from somebody else.